Hi, good day everyone. Good day, sir, and good day, classmates. Our report talks about moral agent and how to become a moral agent. And lastly, how our culture relates as human being to become a moral agent or to become an example in the future generation.
A moral agent is a person who has the ability to discern right from wrong and to be held accountable for his or her own actions. It means that a moral agent is any person or collective entity with the capacity to exercise moral agency. So, to be a moral agent means to be responsible for one's moral actions. Moral agents have a moral responsibility not to cause unjustified harm. It means that you have to fair to hold accountable for acts. Moral agents have the freedom and rational capacity to be responsible for choices. It means that it has abstract conceptual ability to apply moral principles in making decisions. It has a free will to act on morals. It is suggested that rational thought and deliberation are prerequisite skills for any agent. Moral agent is capable of moral reflection and decision. It means that those agents are expected to meet the demands of morality. It maintains own values of truthfulness, moral courage, benevolence, trustworthiness, and moral autonomy. It will refuse to perform acts that violate personal code of ethics. Example A. Groups and organizations of various kinds can also be held responsible as moral agents. Yes, corporations may be held responsible for their moral actions. For example, when their actions do harm to people, they are responsible for it. Example B. Adult humans of sound mind, infants, and mentally infirm adults are not moral agents. Yes, because they have mental health problems. Not all agents are moral agents. Young children and animals, being capable of performing actions, may be agents in the way that stones, plants, and cars are not. But though they are agents, they are not automatically considered moral agents. For a moral agent must also be capable of conforming to at least some of the demands of morality. The agent is morally responsible for having the moral character traits itself or for the outcome of the traits. It means that moral character refers to the existence of lack of virtues such as integrity, courage, strength, honesty, and loyalty. To say that a certain person has a good moral character means that he or she is a good person and good citizen with a sound moral compass. That moral character traits that constitute a person's moral character are characteristically understood as behavioral and affective dispositions. How does culture shape moral behavior? Culture reflects the moral and ethical beliefs and understands that speak to how people should behave and interact with others. Yes, culture reflects us. They act as prescriptions for correct and moral behavior, lend meaning and coherence to life, and provide a means of achieving a sense of integrity, safety, and belonging. Behavior determines culture, and culture determines behavior. Behavior is influenced by both personal and environmental factors, but added that people, though their behavior also influence themselves and their environment. Culture acts as a guideline in determining whether certain practices are appropriate and acceptable. Yes, individuals from different cultures tend to have different views of the self, which affects individuals' cognition, goals, and social interactions, and consequently influences their behavior and goals in decision making. Why should culture not be the ultimate determinant of values? Because not only do different cultures have different values, but cultures change over time. There is nothing ultimate about them. The most generally accepted concept is that culture is a key determinant of an individual's ethical ideology, which affects an individual's inclination to behave ethically. A culture is a set value of norms among a certain group of people, and take them together to constitute the way these people live. In different countries of the world, culture is usually different. However, there are various known determinants of culture, and social structure is one of them. The meaning of this is how the society associates among themselves as well as the way the people are organized. A society may embrace either individual or group organizations in an individual organization. Individual attributes are much more emphasized, while in a group organization, the mostly held attributes are for the group. It is therefore the responsibility of the organization to ensure observance of the organization as it pushes its agenda of expansion in the given society. Education is another determinant of culture in a society, as having a society that has embraced formal education may give an organization a competitive edge through provision of the needed labor. Language is also another determinant of culture necessary, as knowledge of it is its communication breakdown. Finally, the last but not the least determinants of culture are economic and political philosophies. Knowledge of these philosophies helps to ensuring the tactics it is going to use to encompass the market. Culture matters because it defines us. The primary determinant of human behavior is culture. Culture encompasses all of the different social norms, individuals, attitudes, and morals. Culture is how we do our thing. Culture is our way of life. It includes our values, beliefs, costumes, languages, and traditions. Culture is reflected in our history, in our heritage, and in how we express ideas and creativity. Culture is a key part of wellness and learning and can play a role in healing and social. Is there a Filipino understanding of right and wrong? Why this interpretation? What are its influences? Yes, there is a Filipino understanding of right and wrong outside of any religious influence. Filipino understandings now about right and wrong are based on influence by different cultures and religions. There is a Filipino version of karma. Filipino believes in two kinds of karma, the good karma and the bad karma. They know that if they did something right, it will go back to them rightfully, meaning they could expect good things to happen to them. Meanwhile, if they do something bad, bad things may happen to them as well. People will treat them differently because of their previous actions. This will determine the rightness and wrongfulness of their actions. There are a lot of influences. Some of them are home environment, culture and language, history, religion, educational system, social environment, economic environment, political environment, mass media, leadership and role models. We are different from each other. We are unique and blessed because we are in a diverse world where everyone has its own self to live with it. And that's all. Thank you.